I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey into the dark heart of one of cinema's most infamous legends, the making of the Omen. Behind its polished facade lurk tales of unscripted terror, paranormal encounters, and inexplicable events that defied every notion of conventional filmmaking. Today, I will share with you every detail of the mysterious happenings on set, a story that refuted hints of a curse, murmurs among the crew, and an underlying sense of foreboding. They were not just scripted scares, but genuine unscripted moments of horror that left everyone questioning whether an unseen force was at work. On that fateful day, I learned that the very air seemed charged with an ancient energy, a palpable sense of dread that hinted at something far more. I learned that the very air seemed charged with an ancient energy, a palpable sense of dread that hinted at something far more sinister than any actor's performance. The filming location was chosen for its raw, desolate beauty, a remote wooded lot far removed from the artificial glitz of Hollywood. At first glance, it seemed like the perfect stage for a horror film, but this was no ordinary piece of scenery. As I walked those grounds, it was as if nature itself was holding its breath. The trees, the rocks, even the uneven ground beneath me, all whispered secrets of a time when ancient rituals and old-world curses ruled this land. I soon discovered that the crew was not alone in feeling the heavy, oppressive presence that enveloped the location. Several cast members later recalled seeing strange silhouettes moving at the edge of their vision, as if shadows were dancing in a covert performance designed only for their eyes. Throughout the production, incidents unfolded that were completely unscripted. I have examined diary entries, personal logs, and first-hand accounts that speak of bizarre, inexplicable events. For example, there were nights when props mysteriously shifted positions on their own, equipment would malfunction without any rational explanation, and perhaps most disturbing of all, some sorrowful wail echoing through the darkness, leaving none of us unshaken. As the production version of a haunting, a relentless presence that seemed intent on making us aware of its existence. While I struggled to rationalize it as an equipment glitch or an overactive imagination, the accumulation of these events left little doubt that something was truly amiss. I spent hours combing through every incident, and it became clear that these were not isolated events. Apparitions recorded in peripheral camera shots, sudden drops in temperature, and inexplicable power outages each served as another piece of the puzzle that pointed to It was as if the very land had been disturbed, its ancient energies awakened by our intrusion. I came to believe that the soil here was steeped in old curses, rituals and legend of what should never be disturbed. No discussion of the haunted production of the Omen would be complete without recounting the final, cataclysmic event. As production neared its end, the set experienced a moment of terror that transformed our understanding of what we were facing. I remember that day vividly, a day when the air itself seemed to crackle with dread. While filming a critical scene, all the lights went out. An unnatural blackout enveloped us. I, along with the rest of the cast and crew, was thrust into a darkness so complete that even our own voices seemed muffled. Then, in that oppressive silence, I heard deliberate footfalls approaching us, a sound that was neither human nor mechanical, but something altogether more ominous. The panic that followed was unlike anything I have ever experienced. In that frozen moment, every single person on set felt it. A malevolent force making its presence known. This incident shattered any hope that these disturbances were simply technical errors or coincidences. It became incontrovertible evidence that something paranormal had gripped the production. The power of that moment continues to resonate with those who were there, a haunting memory that has never faded. In the days and weeks that followed, the production began to collapse under the weight of its own haunted legacy. Many crew members left the project in utter disbelief, unable to reconcile the life they thought they knew with the unexplainable terror they had witnessed. I, too, found myself grappling with the undeniable impact of that night. Even now, years later, I experience a chill when I revisit those sites, as if the shadow of that unspeakable night lingers. Of everyone involved. The legacy of the Omen's production is etched not in the polished final cut of the film. Certainty is an illusion. People often ask me if I regret having been a part of such an experience. The answer is complex with these chilling events. If I